Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to online English lesson for SMP or MTS grade 9 with me Heru Haryadi. How are you students? I hope all of you are in a good conditions. In this video, we are going to discuss about report text, the facts of the universe. Before we start the lesson for today, let's say the dua together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Raditu billahi rabba wa bil islami dina wa bi muhammadin nabiyya wa rasulah. Rabbi zidni ilma warzuqni fahma waj'alni min ibadika sholihin. Well students, firstly I will tell you the Islamic base of the lesson for today that written in Quran Surah verse 1 to 5. Read, in the name of your Lord who has created all that exists, has created man from a cloud. Read, and your Lord is the most generous who has taught the writing by the pen, has taught man that which he knew not. Well students, in the last video, in the last meeting, we have discussed about narrative text, and for now, as I said before, we are going to discuss about report text. Actually, these materials are already delivered in the previous semester, but for now, we think that you need to learn more about report text, so that I make this video again about report text. And in this video, we will learn to obtain and share information about things, animal, natural phenomena, and social phenomena in order to get the general knowledge about them. Well, in this video, we will discuss about the social function of report text, the text structure of report text, the language features of report text, and for the next video, we will discuss about reading comprehension that related to report text. Alright students, about report text. What is report text actually? Well, report text is kind of text that written to describe the things in general. A report text also refers to a range of natural or man-made and social phenomena in our environment. It tells the general classification of something. A report also tells us the part, qualities, habits, behaviors, or the uses. So, what is the difference between report text and descriptive text? Let's discuss it in the next slide. Well, between report text and descriptive text is sometimes confusing, but in this video I will tell you the difference between these two texts. Alright, about report text. Report text itself to describe things in general, but in descriptive text, this text is to describe things in specific. Okay, the next part, that is about the fact and objective. It is report text, but in descriptive text, it is in the form of opinion, and the characteristic is subjective. And the third aspect here, in report text, the text is provided with scientific terms, and in descriptive text, there is no scientific terms there. Okay, in the next slide, I will show you the text, the example of the text. Okay, this one. About report text and descriptive text. I hope when you read these two texts, you can understand the difference between report text and descriptive text. Okay, please have a look to this text. My lovely cat and cats. Okay, for the first text here, my lovely cat, I will read this text for you. I have a stray cat as my pet. He is really playful. He loves to play with me and the new things he found. He has orange and white fur. His fur is so soft and I like to rub it for him. He has a long tail. He likes to play with it. He is also always trying to catch his tail sometimes. I also like to hold him in my hand. When I hold him like that, he will fall asleep. Okay, this is this text entitled My Lovely Cat. Let's see to the second text here entitled Cats. Okay, cats as we usually call it as the domestic cat are four-legged carnivorous mammals. Their Latin name is Felis catus or Felis sylvestris catus. Well, students, after I read this text about my lovely cat and cats, can you guess which one that called as report text and descriptive text? Well, that's good. The yellow one here it's called as descriptive text, and the blue one it's called as report text. Why? You can see the difference by looking at the title here, My Lovely Cat. It's more specific than this text. This text is just tell about cats in general. So that here we can make conclusion that this blue text here is called as report text. Well, students, let's identify once more about this text. Read this text carefully. I will read this text for you. My dad bought me a cat on my birthday. It is a male Persian cat. I really love him as my pet. He has gray fur, so that I call him Ray. His fur is really soft and he likes to be rubbed on his belly. He has a long tail and big body. I always take him for a walk around because he really likes it. Ray is already as the part of our family. Well, after I read this text for you, can you guess? Yeah, this text is called as report text or descriptive text. Great. This text is called as descriptive text. Why? Because you can see in the first sentence here, my dad bought me a cat on my birthday. Yeah, this sentence is quite specific, right? It's talk about my dad. Next, you can see in this three sentences, I really love him as my pet. His fur is really soft because he really like it. Yeah, it's like specific things and it's talking about opinion of someone, right? So it's called as this text is called as descriptive text. Well, students, let's jump to discuss about the social function of report text. Alright, the social function it is generally describes the information about a subject that usually contains facts, descriptions, and information about the subject, especially its parts, behavior, and qualities. Yeah, as we know, report text is talks about animals. Yeah, it can be talk about plants, it can be talk about things, or it can be talks about the natural phenomena, and all of them are described in general. Alright, it is about the text structure or the generic structure of report text. Yeah, there are two parts here. The first part is general classification and the second part is description. Okay, about the general classification, in this part, yeah, it is about the general statement and the information about the subject. Yeah, sometimes this part is written in the first paragraph, and the second part is description. It is about the important facts of features, and then the second one is talking about parts, qualities, habits, or behaviors of the subject itself. And sometimes this description is written in the second paragraph up to the end. Well, let's identify the structure. Okay, I already provide the text here about elephant. Well, can you guess the first paragraph here? It is called as general classification. Why? Because here the first paragraph it's talking about elephant in general. Yeah. Okay, the second paragraph. The trunk is the elephant's peculiar features and it has various uses. Okay, in this second paragraph, it's talk about the features of the elephant. So it's called as the description. How about the third paragraph? The elephant is very intelligent animal. Its intelligence combined. Okay, it is talking about the characteristic of the elephant, right? So it's called as description. Alright, let's talk about the language features of report text. Yeah, the language features, the first is the general nouns, and then the second one has linking verb. Linking verb here used to describe the characteristic of the subject. And then the third one is passive voice using simple present tense and also has scientific terms. Okay, for the general noun, for example, reptiles in Komodo Island. Yeah, this first is quite general, right? Reptiles in Komodo Island. And then linking verb. The example, reptiles are scaly animals. Yeah, are here. Yeah, it's called as linking verb. Passive voice, for example, cacti are grown for protection. And the example of the simple present tense, Komodo dragons usually have weight more than 160 kg. Yeah, this is called as simple present tense. Yeah, this sentence use simple present tense rules. And the last one is using scientific term. Water contains oxygen and hydrogen. Yeah, here you can see there are two words like oxygen and hydrogen. Yeah, this called as scientific term. Well, students, let's do the analysis of this text entitled Cactus. Okay, this text is talking about cactus in general. Let's do the analysis about the language features used in this text, about the general noun, linking verb, passive voice, present tense, and scientific term. Well, students, let's find one by one the aspect of the language features here. Let's find it in this text. Okay, starting from the first one, general noun. The general noun in this text, yeah, this one, cactus, cacti. Yeah, why this word is called as general noun? Yeah, because it is about cactus in general. The next one is relating verb. linking verb. Linking verb here in this text, like for example, is and then are. Okay, as I said before, that linking verb in report text is used to describe the characteristic of the subject. And then passive voice. Can you find the passive voice used in this text? Alright, here the example of the passive voice in this text. Cacti are grown for protection. Okay, the next one, present tense. Present tense, can you find the example of the present tense in this text? Good, yeah, like this one. A cactus, any member of plant family, blah 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 blah. Yeah, this sentence called as present tense. And then use scientific term. For scientific term, for example here, like photosynthetic, and then caryophyllales, and then cactaceae. Yeah, this called as scientific term. Okay, after we do the analysis of this text, I hope you can understand about the language features used in report text. Alright students, after you learn about report text, starting from the definition, the difference between report text and descriptive text, the generic structure, the language features, now is your turn to do the task. Okay, this is the instruction. Read this text and answer the question in Google Classroom. So in this video, I already provide two texts, and you have to read it, and then after that, not only read it, but also you have to comprehend this text. And then you can go to your Google Classroom and find the question there. So the question is based on these two texts. Okay, the first text here is about rafflesia. Yeah, this is the text 2, or the second text, entitled zebra. So, good luck students. I hope you can read this text comprehensively, and then you can go to your Google Classroom to answer the question based on this text. Okay, the summary of this video lesson, the first one, report text is a text which presents information about something in general. It generally describes the way things are. Report text to describe things in general, but descriptive text to describe things in specific. The text structure of the report text consists of general classification and description. The language features used in report text use general nouns, use linking verbs, sometimes use passive voice and present tense, and the last one, using scientific terms. Well, after we do the summary of this video lesson, I hope you can understand all the materials that I already gave to you. This is the end of the video lesson for today. Let's say hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to do the assignment in your Google Classroom. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you on the next video.